Hello again! I'm sorry for the lack of videos. Kickstarter and contract work have been keeping me very busy. However, when the One Villainous Scene project crossed my recommended list, I couldn't get one scene out of my mind and just had to make a video for it. But before we get to that, potential new viewers will need some context. For the uninitiated, Salem is the current big bad for the web series RWBY, a techno-fantasy 3D action series set on the world of Remnant, where people can learn to unleash the power of their souls, otherwise called aura, to gain tremendous speed, strength, and personalized powers called semblances. Those who do this are usually students of one of the setting's 4 elite combat academies that train people to fight the creatures of Grimm, soulless beasts driven by malice to destroy sapient creatures, be they human or faunus, and their creations. As the scope of the series expands, there are revelations about magic, ancient conspiracies, and divine figures, but one of the show's most brilliantly executed revelations is why we are here today.
But this was merely the first move. So you send your guardians, your huntsmen and huntresses, and when they fail and you turn to your smaller soul, know that you send her to the same pitiful demise. This is the beginning of the end, Ozpin. And I can't wait to watch you burn.
I still get chills when I watch that scene, but beyond the framing, the voice acting, music, and shot composition, what makes this scene so memorable, so impactful, and ensures Salem leaves a truly lasting impression is what a blindsiding shock this is, without being out of nowhere. Because while this is our first time meeting her, we have encountered Salem once before, back during Volume 1, Episode 1. The series opens with 2 disembodied narrators discussing the world, debating the strengths and merits of its people, and the nature of hope. It's a fun exchange, but while we do meet one of the narrators in this very episode, Headmaster Ozpin, we never meet or get mention of the second, and given the show's storybook nature and the dialogue, it was easy for the audience to assume this either a debate between allies, or more likely just a disembodied third-person narration being used to set the scene and the tone. As it was, we got hints of villains, conspiracies, and schemes over the course of the next 3 volumes, and even saw the fruition, but those involved were always shown to be concerned with and motivated by terrestrial concerns, gaining power, personal survival, or loyalty. Even the revelation of the hero's side's ancient conspiracy only came off as a reaction to people, like our seeming big bad of the time, Cinder Fall, trying to steal a source of magical power, an occurrence that was well documented even if the specific case was unusual. The revelation of this was accompanied by the conspiracy having their own outside-of-context tools for dealing with souls. Thus, even when the stage was set and the other shoe dropped, causing Beacon Academy to fall and 2 major characters to die, the main team split up, we still had no idea what was coming for us. We had not heard Salem's voice again until the very end of Volume 3, the entire story up to this point built to that revelation, with quietly dropped hints but never showing its hand enough to let us see the truth coming until it did. Thus making for a most impactful ending to a world-shaking volume that left a permanent impression on its audience's minds. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to check out every other video that's been contributed to this project. I can assure you they are fantastic.